Hey y'all, you know, I've been doing some thinking in my downtime. You know, so many people are stuck in the matrix. It's really hard to see outside that box. You know, I was always really into the Bible and everything, and I still am, but you know, life goes past that. It's more spiritual than anything. It depends on the relationship that you have with the Most High and how close you are to Him and how obedient you are. But it takes a while to get outside that box when you're so stuck in conforming to what people want you to be or do or whatever, I'm calling you to take a moment to think outside a box. Think outside your box. What makes you happy? What do you want to do? It says in the Bible anyway that we are more important than the sparrows and that we will be taken care of. All we have to do is trust in Him and have faith and believe it. And that's what faith is. If you look at all the animals, they have their own things going on and this and that, but they're taken care of. The birds are taken care of. All their food is provided for them. And my phone was sinking. It's sinking on the stand part of what I have holding it up. But that's okay. But if you look at nature, oh my goodness, it keeps going down. Hold on. Here we go. Everything takes care of itself. We should not worry about anything and fully rely on God and the Most High and the universe. He created the universe. So, if you have something going on, put it up there. Talk about it. If you want something, not like bad desires or something like that, but pure desires. Lift them up. Don't listen to other people. Listen to what your body is telling you, what your insides are telling you, because that is literally your compass for your own journey. Nobody else is on that journey with you. You gotta learn to do you and what feels right to you. And you need to learn how to stay away from what doesn't serve you, what's not good for you, the low vibrational stuff, drugs, alcohol, stuff like that. Those things are mind altering. And some people do it for spiritual stuff and whatever, but that opens a gate for you not to be able to control yourself, your thoughts, whatever. Things like that can make you act in ways you wouldn't. And it opens the door to spiritual attachments and not good ones. You know, somebody who is under the influence can be easily controlled. So, and be mindful of sexual attachments as well. You know, you're opening your body to a lot. If you have multiple partners or whatever, you know, demons attach themselves to people who do that. Be mindful of what you're doing because your body is the temple. You're supposed to love God, and serve yourself, and then you can go serve others, help others, you know. It's like in the airplanes and stuff. They always tell you to put your mask on first. Because what good are you to anyone else if you can't even take care of yourself? You know, boy, I've learned so much over these past few years. Learning how to get out of cycles, breaking generational curses, you know. The things that we stay in that are not good for us. That places bad karma on us and our children. And whatever you put out, you will receive back. If you put out negative talk, you know that's you're throwing darts at people. Maybe not directly, but also maybe unintentionally. And that will come back to you. And the people around you, they will be affected by that too. So just be careful what you're doing. And if you love the people around you, don't gossip, don't throw darts at people, don't talk about people. Mind your own business and keep your business out of everybody else, you know. There are people out there to destroy you, and they act like they're your friends. You know, frenemies. But demons attach themselves to people like that. You gotta understand the physical world and the spiritual world. And I'm not bashing anybody who goes to church, but once you get to a certain level of learning, it goes past that. It goes past the churches. It goes past the Bible. You know, still incorporate stuff, but you can move from one church to another because you don't feel like you're getting something. Well, you've already learned what you needed to at that one church, so now you're searching for something higher, more, until you finally get past that level. Everything is between you and God. Go directly to God about everything. Don't go to people. Specifically, straight up ask God for assistance, for guidance, for protection, for you, your household, your journey. We each have at least three guardian angels following us wherever we go, guiding us. You know, there's so much that I can say, but can't really pack it all in one video. But when you see past the matrix, you're free. You're not conformed to the world anymore. You're not chained by things. You're not in bondage. You're free. And even if you're in a dark place, we all need that to be able to progress in our lives and on our spiritual journey, and to be able to help others later once we overcome that. You know, there's a book, obviously there's so many books out there, but you know, check out near-death experiences books. You know, there's been so much information that's been hidden from us, and for a reason, because they don't want us to know and learn and progress and stuff like that, you know. But there's all these groups. I see a lot of churches who are more interested in their own events than going out and helping people. But I'm not sitting here telling you not to go to church. I mean, obviously, if you need it, you need it, you know. If you don't feel like you're adequate, but literally, go straight to God. Because He's the source of everything. He has all the answers. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who wait for a while, waiting for an answer, waiting for something to come out. You know, He's never late. He's always on time. And like I said, if you're going through something, there's a learning lesson in everything that we go through. Everything. Literally learn how to gain inner peace. Go within. Love yourself. Absolutely love yourself. Go outside and enjoy nature. It's very peaceful. If you pay attention to the simple little things, the tiny little details, everything is perfect. Everything is the way as it should be, you know. I don't know, at least that's my journey, you know. That's what I see. And if anybody tries to throw any negative energy at me, or if I get tinglies, or a cold chill, or a nose itch, or whatever, you know, or I see things, I'll go look up the spiritual meaning of it. Like I said, it goes past the Bible, because the Bible doesn't have all the information. They kept out 22 books, and the book of Enoch describes so much. It's a world beyond what we can fathom. Like, it goes crazy. But it was kept out for a reason. Because, you know, they want us dumbed down and conformed to their way of thinking, their rules, their ways. God gave us all the tools that we need to get through life, to get through our circumstances. It literally is mind over matter. We are down here to learn spiritually, to progress and grow and be at peace and love each other. But sometimes to have peace and keep peace, you gotta get away from the things that are not healthy around you. I'm not saying, don't love people. We're supposed to love everyone. Absolutely everyone. States in the Bible that everything is permissible but not beneficial. There's so much good and evil going on around us. There's so many people with so many different spiritual gifts that open the eyes of many. The physical world has made it physical, but the spiritual world is next level. Nobody can take away what God created. Nobody could tamper with what God is doing. Nobody can change Him. And nature is fantastic. It's beautiful, it's peaceful. I see so many people being so materialistic. I mean, hey, if that's what you desire, that's what you desire. I'm more power to you. That's what you want. But it's absolutely the simple things that mean the most. And they're free. You don't have to pay for any of it. It has been given to us by God. It's been created for us. It's free entertainment. It's free enjoyment. It's free peace. It's free freedom. I don't care about material things. It means nothing to me. I don't need fancy stuff. I don't need fake nails. I don't need makeup. I don't need fancy clothes. Now, granted, I make my own jewelry. I tried to make a business of it and put out more than what I was getting out of it. But it's material stuff. The joy is no walls. The joy is knowing being mean, nobody bullying. The joy is having true friends, true people in your life. True, pure people. Those who want to see you elevate in life, not tear you down. not put a rock in your face in your step, not stir up strife with other people behind your back and talk smack. People who do that are hurt and they haven't healed. And I pray that they all get healed. I pray every day that all the negative things get shaken off and everybody's set free spiritually. But in this near-death experience books, there's one I was reading, Embraced by the Light, by Betty. I can't think of the last name. Betty Jean something. But she talks about in her book that we were all created. We were all there in the beginning of creation. We all had contracts that we agreed to before we came here on Earth. And we will keep coming back until we fill those contracts. And then we will help others. It really helps to educate yourself, look at things, instead of not wasting, but using your time more efficiently to gain more knowledge about how the world works, how the operation is with the spiritual world. And we all had contracts, and we're here to fill those contracts, to fulfill them. And we already know how things will happen. We already knew how things were going to happen, what situations we were going to be put in, all the way till our last breath and how we died. We came here knowing that we would have diseases and lose family members, car accidents, tragic stuff. We already knew all that before we got here. And then we also once we pass on, we still have a job to do after that. And we need to pray for everyone here on Earth and in the spirit world for their progression, so that the soul purpose is complete for each and every single one of us in here on Earth and in heaven. You know how there's a chain of command in everything? Well, there's also a chain of command up to God. It's not about religion. It really isn't. People are conformed to religion and what they believe is right and what they believe is wrong and this and that. There's so many different kinds of religion, but there's still one God, one Creator. And all He asks us to do is to remember Him and love one another. But we are still here. We still have free will to do as we want. we have that choice to do what we want. And what we choose to do with it makes all the difference. You can either help or not. You can either be a part of it or not. But I strongly urge you to listen to yourself. The best thing you can do, if you have a question about something, go to God about it. Because people will steer you in the wrong direction because they're on their own journeys. They don't understand where you're at in yours. Maybe they're not there yet, where you're at. The people who are in a higher level part of their journey, more advanced, I guess, you know, that's why we're learning, so we can help teach others. But it's up to the people whether they want to take it in or not and use that advice. But some people, again, like I said, don't get the best advice. We are not supposed to trust man, but trust in God. Because man can be selfish, greedy, hateful, hurtful, evil. There's so many people who care about money and stuff more than anyone or anything, and they'll do anything to get it. Or have lustful desires, and they'll just take it because they feel like they can. People who try and have control over other people. It's all about power, control, money here on this earth. People's hearts are not healthy. And there's a lot of good people here on earth too who have pure intentions, pure hearts, pure love, but get trampled on. Our kindness is taken for weakness, but that's okay. Whatever negative energy that you receive or feel, just transform it, put it into a little ball, pray over it, and send it up. A lot of people say, oh, what's the term? Oh, return to sender. Don't wish any ill will on anyone, because those are fire darts. Those are fireballs. And those fireballs come back at you. Karma's not pretty when you're not sitting in the good seat. And karma can come 5 minutes, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years. It just depends. It's still gonna get you. So be mindful of what you're doing, what you're saying, what you're putting out. Everything ripples. And when it hits something, it ripples back. So you want good stuff, right? So put good out. Put good speech out. Think good things. Protect your energy. Protect yourself. You know, I really do pray that all evil is dismissed, All evil intentions, thoughts, desires. I pray that it all dissipates. That is like heaven on earth. If it can be fixed that way, just transform that energy, that bad energy, and conform it, pray over it, and send it up to God. And let God deal with that. Let God handle your situations. He's got a whole army who will do it for you. And they're there to help. All you gotta do is call on them. Don't forget who you are. We are here for a purpose, and that's to grow spiritually, to spiritually evolve. And to learn how to get out of the matrix box, you know? Do not be conformed by the world and the people around you. You have to walk your journey yourself and listen to yourself. You have that compass. That compass is your guide. Use it. Listen to it. Follow it. Because the more you don't listen to it and follow it, the more life is going to get harder, more difficult. Don't rack that up. Release it. Follow it. And release your worries, your anxieties. A lot of people are mentally trapped. Don't be mentally trapped. Don't be a prisoner of your own mind. Don't be a prisoner to anyone or anything. Be a servant for God. I know I'm talking about religious things, I guess, but it's all spiritual anyway. It's all energy. It's all around us. And energy speaks, and we are energetic people. We are energy. We create energy. We use energy. Everything is nature is energy. I know that's at least what I've figured out so far. And don't worry about anything, because God will handle it. God will handle every situation there is, because that's what He's there for. And He will send His angels, the archangels, angels, guardian angels. There are so many levels. There's a hierarchy of angels. But there's also a hierarchy of demons. And fires. a war between good and evil. And it's constantly going to be fought. But God still has the victory. It's already been stated. So enjoy the ride. Hammock in God's hands because He has us in His hands. Enjoy the bliss, enjoy the beauty, enjoy what He's made. We don't need material stuff to be happy. We don't. You know, just go la 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 la, you know. I don't know, there's a lot of people who are afraid of bugs and nature and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Because I love bugs, I love nature, I love water, I love anything natural. I would go for anything natural over anything materialistic any day. I will be happy just being in the woods, eating the plants and the weeds and the flowers. That'd be my food, the berries. I enjoy the simplicity of watching nature, hearing nature, feeling nature. I don't want to be one of those off-grid people. Drink out of the streams. I don't know. But that's me. I always loved bugs as a kid. I loved nature. I pay attention to nature and how it speaks. Because it's natural. I could care less about being conformed to anything in this world and what it has to offer. I don't care. Because that stuff doesn't move me like God does, like His creation does. You just can't beat it. It's bliss, simplicity, beauty. I don't ask for anything. I only want what God wants for me. I only want God's will to be done. Well, I guess that's my cue. Y'all have a great day. Bye.